Everybody's online.
You go fast enough,
You
you
buy,
get past before the deer get out.
that's right.
So go faster. If you hit a deer, if you'd gone faster, you would have missed it. Just remember.
There's no flaw in that logic at all.
Just-
Wait a minute.
It just-
I think
Stop it.
the last time I took a
Goodness
deer,
gracious.
last year,
Yeah,
and the car was passing me and actually hit the deer and threw it from me.
I ran over a bear
That
from
seems
Pennsylvania that way.
That's
The car in front of me hit it and ran over it.
Oh,
It
geez.
was about $5,000 damage to the undercarriage.
A smaller bidder?
Yeah, small, but it was like,
Oh, well.
All right, so we started the meeting.
yeah,
I'm so glad.
Pass through chairs' comments and get to the financials. Does the staff have anything in particular they'd like to cover? I see a lot of pink on your report, so.
Yeah, I thought I would go over a few things. with
Yes,
you.
please.
So if you go to the idea budget, I think Jim's financials are first. If you look at pilots, we did bring in a few pilots. We did bill for them in August, so we got a couple in, but more of them have come in September. And then whoever we don't have, we'll reach out to this month as well. And then if you go down to rental and finance income, it was pretty high this month. That's because we didn't get rent from Apple converting our access in July. Just kind of an oversight and coincidental. That was both of them in July. So that number is higher than usual. You see it's double for both of them. Then you go down to other operating revenue. You have miscellaneous there, the 763. That is what we took in for the sports field specialties, the sale of the parcels, the 4 parcels in the Oneonta business park.
Why don't you explain the difference between that number and?
Okay. So if you go to Jim's profit and loss though, under income, it's the gain.
Appreciation.
Yeah, so the number that you see from Jim is 452. That's because he's recognizing the gain. So in my budget, you see the full amount. He's recognizing the gain, and he did want me to know that that's an estimate right now. He didn't have the land value when he did these reports. So he does have that number now, and he's updating this.
So that's the sale price versus the cost of purchasing?
Right, the cost and then, yeah, what was actually gained from it. So if you go to his balance sheet, you can see under fixed assets, Pony Farm, in August of 24, it was at 465, it's now down to 155. So $310,000 difference. When we looked at the land value, I think it's actually closer to 339. So that's the difference in my report and the profit and loss statement, why that number is different. Other non-operating revenues, you can see under EDA Richfield Springs, 197. We did get the 3rd reimbursement for EDA last month, so that's in there as well. When you go to operating expenses, just something out of the ordinary. Other benefits is usually lower. It's usually paid paternity leave. It's high. It's $4,940 this month, and that's because we did the moving expenses for Terrell, so that's why that number is different than usual. You'll see fees to Andrew Construction, Hunt Engineering, Keystone, some other professional service fees. And then my last comment is down at the bottom for net. I updated it on the packets here. It's $828,000 in the packets you got on your email. So for anyone who is joining us virtually, Andrew, it says 630. So that number is actually, it's corrected for you guys. It's not corrected online. Yeah. I guess another note I would also have would be if under my expenses, you see Anjo Construction, that's rather high, it's 163,000, and Hunt Engineer, the 16,000. That's not reflected in the profit and loss, it's reflected on the balance sheet under due from other entities, since those are reimbursable. So if you're wondering why those high numbers aren't on the profit and loss, that's why. And that's it, and I'll take questions. If you have any.
The checking account, Jeff, you brought that up. Looking at cash flow, et cetera.
We're meeting after this to finally settle.
Okay.
We just had to finish the cash flow study, get the net numbers, and so we'll be doing, the point is, we'll be doing another large tranche of investment for a period of time.
A CD.
And you did we just renewed a CD.
Yeah, yeah, you have it there, yeah, so we have two CRC CDs and one IDA CD. I just renewed one of them for another 6 months.
Which one do you have?
Yeah, I have it
379.
379,000.
for
Yeah.
6 months.
At 3.6%.
We have two maturing in March and one maturing in December.
Great.
Any other questions or comments on the financials? Unfinished, new and unfinished business, we've got 2 or 3 bullets here. Wanna Cover those for us?
So,
I tried.
Just turn everything off.
We went through this on sound. This doesn't do that. I'm telling
I
you,
think your buttons are just off.
Jeez Louise.
That's the button I
That's your
use too.
camera. Yeah, this is different.
Yeah, you have to change your widget.
Oh,
It's the
that would take a year.
so for our next board meeting, there will be revisions presented for our employee policy manual. Right now, the board had it early, about 7 years ago, 6 years ago. So for new employees, we provide $3,000 for health benefits. That was never added to our policy manuals. We're gonna add that. I reached out to Alan, the county treasurer. He just emailed me today. And we are working with Herkimer and Lewis counties and have a meeting tomorrow with all of them. We are exploring the phase. But the 3 of us were interested in and we'll submit data to our consultants. So the recommendations to us are being made to us tomorrow. Reach out to me Monday. I can get you, let you know how it goes. So he is trying to include us in the county's health insurance.
Oh, okay, so.
Are they trying to do some kind of consortium with 2 other counties also?
Yes, they're working with 3 counties now to do this. So right now, this is a stopgap measure of $3,000 you have to provide employees, but we'll put it in the policy manual so that it actually references that. The other thing is, after reviewing with our consultants, the retirement offers, I'm proposing establishing and operating a simple IRA with a 2% contribution for employees, and I'll bring that to the full board in 2 weeks.
Who's the IRA with? What company or?
I should know that by Monday.
Okay.
Our consultants that we have been using, he left downstairs in South Cooperstown. And I talked to him yesterday and he's supporting going with the 2% as opposed to 3.
Is the board gonna get an outline of what this is?
Yes.
What does it mean in terms of required contribution,
Yes.
et cetera? Okay.
The last thing is the access building, and I'll let Megan go.
Yeah, so Tom had mentioned that there was issues at the I-Axis building. So I reached out to Chad, and Chad had actually already gotten an estimate for this, which is the 37,000 that you see in your packet. He said that he knew that was a big ask, so he was gonna come in and personally ask, but since I reached out to him, he sent it in. I told him that we would have to get other bids for this since it was so high. So I just got this on Tuesday, so I have not done that yet.
What's wrong?
So,
The whatever is put on there, kind of,
Receive this?
it's peeling. It's really just a.
yeah, so when we
So
fixed
it's not
it,
structured.
we didn't actually fix it. We kind of put a Band-Aid on it when we fixed it 2 years ago. So this would be,
This is they're installing a steel siding.
yeah, so it would actually,
Over the covering, so
Gotcha.
it's protected.
Never been finished, basically.
Yeah.
Who? I don't know. Is this JMS kind of?
JMS Contracting, they're the ones that we used last time.
Jake?
I don't know. His name.
You know?
I have it on my desk.
Yeah.
He said that if we reach out to Eastman, he had another one. He said that they would likely be higher, because it is on it's a 3rd level, so whoever doesn't need a forklift, it's a whole. So
I love.
it's a thing, it's gonna be.
Well, it's more expensive than just what we've been doing in the past, we're recommending going ahead because it's a more.
The building's really been not completed ever. And
Right.
At this point, in the area where the vinyl is gone, the wrap is gone.
As you're looking at the building, it's on the right side.
Yes,
That's the part that they anticipated for future
That's what
expansion.
Steve- Exactly.
it's also prevailing wind hits that side also coming out.
So I'll try to get 2 more quotes and hopefully bring that to the board and you guys can vote.
He's been busy right now.
Yeah, I think we just need the bids so we have them. More than one.
I waited in.
Okay, two more comments.
Yes, I just wanted to give you an idea of what was.
Any other thoughts, comments, questions?
No, it's just that, we're gonna sit down and discuss how much of investment we can afford to put into additional CDs after this meeting.
We also should throw out that, Jim,
Oh, yes.
you have to talk about him, he's kind of trying to pull back and retire, the guy that does our monthly statements.
So I am looking for someone new, just kind of as oversight. Me and Jordan put everything into QuickBooks and basically reconcile. So he's doing payroll. He helps out with the audit. He's reconciling all our accounts, not just IDA, CRC and all of our money market accounts. So, and he did say that he would help whoever comes in, kind of work with them. So, but he's been pulling back for a few years now. And so now he's just like, so if you know of anyone that
Is he a CPA?
he is, yeah. We can't use our audit firm. We have determined that as well, so.
Yeah, the state controller's office, the office of,
Just makes sense. You can't audit yourself.
You talked to him during the hours.
Just right.
Yeah, I could reach out to her, yeah.
Oh,
Evermore,
everyone?
kind of, just the community foundation, just the word.
Brittany,
So
is it
First.
Your first loan.
She's a city enterprise grant recipient, so.
See, that's a great idea.
We can talk about that a little bit. after this. Okay, if there's no further business, we can adjourn. And go down to projects.
Projects, here we go. I have nothing to say.
that is, it's early yet.
I don't know. Joe, do we have any progress to report in there?
Well, on the rail yard, thanks to Blake, I am having a meeting next week with Andrew Millsaw of Sterling Environmental Engineering. They're coming out to meet with me. And we'll sit down and go through what we want done there, the next 8 acres to be cleared. He's done stormwater prevention plans in the past for a number of different companies, and we'll get an idea of what he would charge for us.
It's relatively flat, so it's not gonna be too complicated, I don't think.
Yeah, but it's also identifying how to describe what we want demolished and
Well, yeah, I think it's only fair to somebody bidding on it, if you have good instructions of what it is we want to have done. That will figure it out.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
you have to identify the scope of the project.
the chimney,
yes, we're going to ask him about that.
yeah, because it's technically not on 8 acres, it's on a parcel. It's actually on that strip, parallel with the railroad.
Is it under railroad right away or,
Yeah, it's on that right away that goes down through.
but it's our real estate?
It's our real estate. You could actually clear the 8 acres and not deal with that, but then that leaves that there.
Yeah, my concern on, it's going to be really expensive to repoint that. And I'm worried it's going to fall on the rail yards.
Once again, the only thing ahead of, lying ahead of that is either knock it down or maintenance. It's gonna cost us money to knock it down and be done, or you're gonna have to put some maintenance in it to make it withstand what it gained. I have no,
Yeah, and then.
There's no economic value that I
could
could-
suffer the use homestead. So,
But that's not a piece, that's not a parcel we would normally sell. That strip that runs down the parallel with it.
yeah, but once again, with it falling on the railroad or the other side, To me, it's liability that can go away. It
No, once
looks
you,
like good
yeah,
fit.
once you sell, let's say you sell that 8 acres, then the access to taking a chimney down is restricted to
Yeah,
60%.
correct. It's the time to,
It's a good,
There's a
Step up and get-
relatively large concrete, whatever it was, I don't know what it was, building still there,
Yeah,
correct?
that's still there. Somebody pointed out to me that if they can take down the highway garage, they can take that.
But you have to take it down because you can't sell it without that on the property. Nobody's gonna buy that.
Question is how much it's gonna cost.
It's always the point.
Big bucks, big bucks.
The other news on the rail yards is we did get the, meets and bounds descriptions on the revised, survey for the property that was on in May. And I spelled his name wrong, but Christian Mercurio, Deputy Director for Mohawk Valley Economic Development District out of Albany, for Empire State Development, came down 2 days ago to take a tour of the rail yards. And he's gonna work with us on, as the next development phase, to try to put money into that state. So that's positive. It's really positive that, there was a change in regional directors, at Empire State Development. The new regional director is really directing her staff to spend a lot more time going out to the various counties and assisting us with development projects. The previous director just,
who was the new director?
oh, what's her name? She just remarried, she just married, and I don't remember her last name.
Sorry.
But I'll send it to
I
you.
just wondered if she was with the,
She's out on maternity leave now anyway, though.
Allison?
Alan.
oh, Allison, oh, Allison's been around. That's why I was wondering if it was Allison. She's been around and
Yeah,
she's
she
gone
was-
up through the ranks.
she was
She's
deputy
very,
director.
yeah, that's the only
I
reason
didn't
I
know
asked.
Allison.
I know her.
I would-
Okay, and she knows us. I
Yeah.
mean, she
Yeah.
knows our area and has been involved.
I would just suggest that we keep in mind as far as cash flow, that we need to set aside a pretty significant amount of money. We actually get somebody to bid at clearing that 8 acres, because that's gonna be really expensive because of the
That's probably the most expensive section. Is that 8 acres.
Mhm.
the cleanup cost is more than you get for it, quite frankly.
That's how we treat. But as in Woodfield Springs, we're spending a lot of money for on that as well.
you gotta get done. In Ridgefield and here, we got.
I'm just suggesting.
As long as you're concerned.
And the only other thing is, it's been 40 years since we sold a piece of property, so that's.
So go back to the meets and bounds and that may, that's gonna be, that was done so that the transfer could be done. And then we also are given a right of way, right?
Right.
To use that strip.
To use that strip.
Okay, just,
Well, the only thing I need to change on the Mason Bound description is to us or our successors. I've got to add that to it.
All the water and sewer runs at the back of those properties, not
Yeah.
just down by the road. That's what's made.
Why they did that, I have no idea. So on the Richfield Springs project is about 95% complete now. A time extension for that was approved by the Seattle Regional Office of EDA. Our third reimbursement totaling $197,000 was approved and we received that. And our fourth reimbursement for $128,000 was approved and we received that 2 days ago. Cynthia called and wants to purchase the second lot in addition to the first lot. I reached out to EDA and they said they should have an answer for us on whether we need to change anything on the purchase offer by Monday. So that's moving ahead. Nightstage was supposed to start construction of the gas line. They actually don't have materials on site right now. And
we still don't have a number. for that?
Well, we have a number. Costs, right, we've actually already paid that. What we don't have a number on is the electrical.
Thank you. That's where I was thinking.
Our engineers electrical group just submitted to NICEAG yesterday, an electric load summary, so hopefully we'll have a cost estimate for the electric by next week.
So you're saying, we've already paid for the gas lines, all of that we've already paid for.
Yes,
There shouldn't be a variance.
No.
No increase then.
No.
Okay. Great.
What are we talking about? Distance wise, is it X number of poles, et cetera? And then
it's about a quarter mile. The electric line is less than that, it's probably,
couple hundred yards.
I would imagine it's not more than 300 feet.
Oh.
And then the last thing on that is Empire State Development has requested a time extension. They're getting ready, submitted all the information to them that they've asked for. That's what I sent you yesterday. On all of the items, how much was paid, how much is still remaining, and anticipation completion date. We suggested to Empire State Development, they're reviewing that down, that they coincide with the Appalachian Regional Commission and EDA and grant an extension through August 28th, 2026, so that everybody matches. And they seem to think that was reasonable.
Can we clarify whether Seattle can be reimbursed for the 19?
So we're still up in the air, the Seattle office about how we'll be reimbursed by NICEAG having all the documentation they're requesting. Is that still stalled? Will we overcome that hurdle as we talked about last time?
They are I've appealed their decision and I'm waiting for their regional director in Seattle to respond back.
Who does the regional director for Seattle live actually in Seattle or is he in San Antonio? They seem to be all over the country, so that's sarcasm, sorry.
She, the way the federal government now, I think her office is in Chicago, which she represents.
Track report's done?
Sorry?
Track report's done?
Yes.
I just have one quick question. Angio anticipates being able to pave before the,
Before the end of the year, yeah.
yeah, okay.
The last month, we had a conversation about the car companies and a press release. I thought I remember reading something, they would like one.
Clark didn't want one.
They
They
did.
said that we could do one,
We
but
could do.
I think it was All Out Stego reached out to me and asked me if I could get if they could get in contact with him, and so I reached out to him and he was like, at this time. He said, if you guys wanna put out a press release, I understand, but I don't wanna put one out. So we did put one out and we did send it out, All Out Stego ran it, and I don't know where that is. What?
The start one?
I don't believe so, no. But we did send out a press
Circulation's
release.
about 400, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Any new and unfinished business for projects?
No.
Anything else for the good of the group? Once going twice, will be adjourned.
Go ahead.
Thank you.